Hello everybody, it's Ronnie with Whip and Chain. I work with Maggie and Lauren to bring you fun crochet tutorials. And today we got paw prints. They can be cat or dog, but we got paw prints, fingerless gloves. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. They don't take long to make, they're fun. And if you're looking for a crocheted last minute Christmas gift for somebody that loves animals, here you go. Work it and work it. And we're gonna dive right into this. Let's get started. All right. I can't even talk today. Let us dive into this beautiful I got the hiccup, so forgive me. Let's dive into this paw prints fingerless glove. It is really not that hard to do. It takes a little time, but anything good is worth your time, and it's cute. And let's just dive into it. So I'm using Hobby Lobby yarn. I love this yarn. If anybody has watched any of my videos, you know this is my favorite. The pink I'm using, it's just called pink. And then I picked gray, which is, again, I love this yarn. It is called Graybeard. Beautiful color. I can't promote Hobby Lobby enough. I mean, and I'm not even paid. We are not paid to do any promotion for anybody as of now. Anyway, I love this yarn. This yarn is soft, it's durable, it washes like crazy good. It's best. It's best. And the nice thing is Hobby Lobby does the sale every other week, 30% off. So I try. I can't say I've been perfect, but I do try to go there when they're doing their 30% sale. So I can maybe get an extra skein or two when I'm getting bulk yarn. Anyway, now my hands are not that big. If you have bigger hands, wish I knew where my tape measure was. I'm like a small medium, probably closer to a medium. If you're small and very petite, I would use a 3.5 millimeter hook. If you're large, I would use a 4.5. That's just my suggestion. You do you. But it is very deceiving when you make, like I made panels, like I said, I already did one. We're gonna finish the other one together. These panels, everybody thinks, like put it against my hand and it's perfect, it's perfect, it's perfect. Go a tiny bit bigger, because when I did this one, when I did the edging around the thing, I did 2 single crochets and a decrease, 2 single crochets, and this is actually a little snug for me, so I'm gonna do just a little bigger on the other one. I mean, I can get it on, but I'm not, you know how some people like things very snug and tight on them. I'm not one of those people. So anyway, so let's do this, because it's a fun project, it's cute, and it's wintertime. Why not, right? All right, so we're going to start with a chain. And I got my Momo hair everywhere. He's over here sleeping next to me. And what's really nice is I got the house to myself right now, so my house is quiet. We are in the middle, it's Thursday, December 5th. We're in the middle of a windstorm and snow squall, so if you hear some noises like trash cans and different things are blowing, but right now nothing's blowing outside, but that doesn't mean it won't. All right, so anyway, I'm using a 4 millimeter crochet hook. Let's chain 16, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. All right, now I do not advise you to use the back humps for this one, just because of how this glove is stitched and made. This is not disclosure. This is not, I mean, I changed some things up, but the entirety of the pattern is not my pattern. It's something I grabbed off of a few different ones and pieced together, so this is not my pattern. It's just what I came up with, what I thought the best answers were for this pattern. So please understand, I'm not taking credit for this pattern. All right, third chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3. Put a double crochet. And you're done in double crochet all the way down except for the last stitch. So it'll be 13 double crochets. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Now you will have 1 stitch left. In that last stitch, I want you to put in 6 double crochets. Now, as you're putting in your 6 double crochets, you're going to find that this is going to stretch out. Don't worry about it. I'm going to show you what to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If you take your tail and you pull it, don't pull it so hard where it breaks. It will close up that hole. Now, I'm going to show you. I'm grabbing a needle to try to show you. On the other side of this, people struggle with this, and to be honest with you, I struggled with this in the beginning, but the other part of your chain we're going to be diving into. So you need 13 of them. Let's count. Right here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and there's my 13th one. See, they're all there. Just take your time and it'll work out just perfect for you. Now I want you to hold this tail up and we're going to crochet over it because there's a lot of little tails on this, so the more that you can weave in, the less you need to worry about later. So we're going to go into each one of the other side of the loop and put a double crochet. And remember, we need 13 of them. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now, good news is you did the hardest part of this whole project. And there's where it looks like. Now, if you still have a gap up here, now is the time to still pull your tail and make sure that gap is closed. So now I found a nicer way to do double crochets instead of the chain 3, and let me show you. Don't even chain 1. Turn your work, go into your first stitch and do a single crochet. Now the single crochet has 2 bars. It has a bar that's closest to your hook, and it has a bar that's furthest away from your hook. We're going to be going in right into that bar. Okay, so take your hook, you go right into that bar. I use the other part of my hook to push, separate them. See, like that. Now you grab the yarn. Now when you bring it through, it's going to carry through. Okay, that's normal. And then bring it through and wrap and just do another single crochet. That is your double crochet start. It works and it's neater, and you don't have those uneven edges, which is a pain. So we're going to do 13 double crochets. This counts as 1. So let's do 13. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Now in the next 6 stitches, we're going to put 2 double crochets in each stitch, so we're increasing the next 6 stitches. So let's do this. Okay. 2 double crochets in each, do 2 double crochets in each stitch for the 6 stitches. All right. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is 6. And then put 1 double crochet in each of the last 13 stitches. I'll meet you back. Okay. This is what your project should look like. All right, let's turn. Let's do that double crochet starter that I showed you. You go right back in, no chain 1, do a single crochet, and you go into that left side bar and do another single crochet. Then I need you to single crochet a total of 13 double crochets. This is already 1. Okay, so 12 more. And 13. I count to make sure my count's right. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. Okay. So now we're gonna do every other one increase, but make sure we stop and we still have 13 stitches on this side. So the first one, increase 2 double crochets. The next one is 1 double crochet. The next one is 2 double crochets in the same stitch. Next one is 1 double crochet. Next one is 2 double crochets. Next one is 1. Next one is 2. Next one is 1. Next one is 2 double crochets. Next one is 1. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So next one is 2 double crochets. And next one is 1. And then I just want you to put 1 double crochet in the last 13, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay. That's what it looks like so far. All right. So now do our beginning. Single crochet, and in the left sidebar do another single crochet and do 13 double crochets up. Okay, after you have your 13, now we're going to do another increase. We're going to do 2 double crochet, no, we're going to do double crochet, double crochet, and then 2 double crochets in the next one. Let me watch you do it again. Ready? Double crochet, double crochet, and then 2, which is an increase. All right, double crochet, double crochet, increase. All right. You do that until we have 13 left. Okay, now we have 13 left, so let's do 1 double crochet in the last 13. You guys are doing awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Chain 1. If I can find my scissors. Okay. All right. This is your front, okay? The back and the front. So we're going to work on the front. So we're going to continue with the gray, but you're going to count up 14 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Go into the 14th stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14th stitch. Put your hook in. Grab some yarn and bring it through. And do a slip stitch. And go back into that stitch and do a single crochet. And I'm going over my yarn, okay? Then we skip a stitch, go into the next stitch, and we put in 6 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Skip a stitch, but make sure you're skipping a stitch that's right next to it, okay? The next stitch, put a single crochet, skip a stitch, the next stitch, put in 6 double. 1, all in the same stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Skip a stitch, next stitch, put in a single crochet, skip a stitch, do 6 double crochets. You do that for a total of 5 times. So we did it twice, do 3 more times. Okay, now we got our 5. After you do your last 6, you skip a stitch, put in a single crochet, and in the next stitch, just do a slip stitch and cut again. Okay. Looks cute, don't it? Right. Now we're going to start from the beginning. First stitch, slip on like we did before, slip stitch, and go right in that stitch and do a double crochet. Oh, not, sorry, first stitch, do a single crochet, and then do one on top of it like I showed you before. There we go. Now I do 13 more double crochets. $11, $12, $13, and now I want you to put a double crochet in that first stitch where we did the slip stitch and the single crochet. Go right into there and do a double crochet. Now the yarn tail that I've been crocheting over is more than tucked in, so I need to get rid of that so I don't have all these yarn strands going all over. Okay, now in the first stitch here, single crochet, put in a single crochet. Now remember this count, single crochet. The next two we put in 1 double crochet each, double crochet, double crochet. The next two we put in 2 double crochet in the next two. So that's 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet in the same stitch. In the next stitch do again 2 double crochets in there, 1 and 2. And in the next stitch do a double crochet, one of them, and the next stitch do 1 double crochet, and in that single crochet stitch down in the bottom here do a single crochet. All right, so let's do it again. Next stitch 1 double crochet, next stitch 1 double crochet. The next 2 stitches we're going to increase, so it's 2 double crochets in each one, double crochet, double crochet, then again double crochet, double crochet, and the last 2 1 double crochet each. And in the single crochet you put a single crochet. All right, so it's double crochet, increase double crochet, increase double crochet, then it's double crochet, and a single crochet in the bottom one here. I'll meet you at the bottom of that. Oh, then after you're all done that, just double crochet all the way down this side. Be right back. Okay, now I cut my yarn. Now I am going to cut some of these tails that I've been weaving in that I know are secure. If I'm not sure, I'm not going to cut it. That tail's secure. This one's definitely secure. So by covering up my tails, I really saved myself a lot of work. All right, so you need to make 4 of these, okay? 4. You need 4 of these. So now for the paw prints, the little these little ones, you need to make obviously 10 of them, and all you do is do a magic ring. Let me show you a magic ring. Magic ring is not as hard as everybody really thinks it is. You take your yarn, take the tail, and you wrap it around your hand like this. See the tail? Then you wrap it around again. Actually, wrap it around. I'm going to use 3 fingers. Wrap it around, come around. When you come back up, oh, camera would be helpful. Wrap it around, go all the way around. When you come back around, you make an X. Just make an X. And then I use my pinky to hold it. Take your hook with the hooky part, the hook part down. You go underneath the bottom one. You grab that top yarn that's pointing closer to your knuckles, okay? You grab it. You bring it down. As soon as you bring it down, oh, bring it down. Yeah, I'm trying to show you how easy it is and I can't even hook it. Then you wrap it around. Let me try it again. You wrap it around. When you come up, you make an X. Take your hook, you go underneath the bottom one. You grab the top yarn and you bring it down. When you bring it down, you just twist it around to face you, the hook. All right. When you do that, just take the loose end, grab the yarn, and do a chain. That's it. All right. So in this circle, I want you to put in 10 half double crochets. That's it. 10 half doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Pull your tail tight. Cut, but leave a tail. You need a tail for your sewing on. We didn't hook yet to the first loop. Pull it straight through. And what I do to make these look neater, I take my yarn tail, and the first half double I go through both of the loops, both of the chains right there, and I pull it. Then I take my hook from the back forward. I go through my last two chains right there, and then I do it again to the first one. Okay, then I don't do any more. Then I go back here and I pull this tight, and then I weave it around to pull this circle as tight. Like if you weave it in the direction it goes, then you can keep pulling and it will eventually close your center. And then I knot these two ends together, and that's what I use to sew it on. So you need to make 10 of these, okay? After you make 10 of those, then we have to actually make the pad. Now this pad, I did not divert from the pattern that I used. So I'll just show you what I do. Magic ring again. And in this magic ring, I want you to put in 12 double crochets. All right, I'll be right back. 12 double crochets. Okay, that is 12 double crochets. Pull my center tight for now. Slip stitch in the first double crochet. All right. In that same stitch where you slip stitch, there we go. I want you to chain one and put a double crochet in that same stitch. Man, I'm struggling with that first stitch. Double crochet. The next stitch, I want you to do a treble. That's wrapped twice. Next stitch. After the treble, the next stitch, I want to put 2 double crochets in the same stitch. It's 1 and 2. Then you slip stitch the next 5 stitches. Slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. I messed up, guys. Let's back up. After you do the 12 double crochets, I got way ahead of myself. After you do the 12 double crochets, we're going to do a round of increasing. I apologize. So back up, skip what I told you. We're going to put in chain 1. We're going to put in 2 double crochets in each stitch because we need 24 double crochets. I sincerely apologize. So it's 2 double crochets in every stitch, and I'll meet you around. I got ahead of myself. Okay, now I'm on track. All right, so after you do your 24 stitches, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. Slip stitch to your first stitch. Now, chain 1. In that first stitch, let's do a double crochet. Next stitch, do a treble. Next stitch, do 2 double crochets in the same stitch. Now we slip stitch 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we do a single crochet, 2 half doubles in the same stitch, a single crochet, 5 slip stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 2 double crochets in the same stitch, a treble in the next stitch, a double crochet in the next stitch, chain 2, and you slip stitch that same stitch, and then you slip stitch over to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then don't make the mistake I made. Leave yourself a very long tail to weave it in. Okay. Then you weave in your tail. Now, after you make all that stuff, you take your 2 pieces. Now I made my right hand one. Now I'm making my left hand one. So make sure you piece it together the way you want it. This is, my glove is going to be slipping on this way. It's going to be slipping on this way. So then I'm going to reverse it. And this is going to be the bottom. So this is where all my little patty things need to go on. Like, and I put them each in each circle. Like one would be here. One will go there. Another one there. One there. And one there. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do these, and you put the pad on the bottom, and then after we do all that, then it's just joining the glove. So what I've learned, I take my 2 tails and I knot the back just like that, and I cut one of these tails, usually the shorter one. Get rid of that end. So this is the glove part that's going to be on the bottom. Weave it in. I first go right through that center hole and get this lined up the way I need to. I push it up usually to where this fan is. Then I go through, and I'm going to go through each stitch, each chain. That way it lies flat. So I bring it up, then I go through the next one. And come up to the next one. And go over to the next. And I just keep going around. But if you go through every single chain, it lays flat, and it's going to be very secure to wear these gloves and use them for whatever you want. Okay, when it's done, this side is going to be hidden anyway, you don't need to stress. So then I just weave in my ends. Okay, so put on all 5 of your pads and put on the big pad, and I'll meet you back. Okay, so got all this pads on, and I think it might be a tiny bit crooked, but you know what? I'm okay with that. All right, so making sure I put these pieces together. So this is from my right side because I already did my left side. I mean, this is from my left side, this is from my right side. All right, so now all we have left is to join them. So we're going to follow each stitch, so make sure you put your hook in the very first stitch on each one. Okay, wrap your yarn around your hook, bring it through, and chain 1. Now we're just going to slip stitch all the way up. So you go into your next set of stitches, make sure you're going through both. There we go. There we go. And slip stitch. Then go into your next one. And slip stitch. Need to weave that tail in later. So you're done a slip stitch all the way up. I honestly think getting started is always the hardest part. Okay, make sure. Now, we did the single crochet. Now we need to leave these open for your fingers, big fingers. So you're gonna just slip stitch on the piece that's farther away from you, not both of them together. Just slip stitch the back one. That's it, the back one. So you slip stitch all the way just on that one pad, because we need to leave that opening for your fingers. So you just slip stitch over until you get to the single crochet, the one that's divoted down all the way. See it right there? When you're at that one, then you bring them both back together and you do a slip stitch through both. Make sure you pull it tight there, and then you pull it forward again, and then you just slip stitch the back. And then when you get to the single crochet one, you slip stitch them together. You just keep doing that to get through all 5 of your fingers, and then you slip stitch all the way down the other side. You just keep doing that, okay? And I'll meet you there. Okay, now we're at the bottom. All I want you to do, I don't want you to do any decreases, any increases. I just want you to single, where's my yarn? There it is. Just single crochet evenly around the bottom. Just to give yourself a nice, so spread them out just a little bit. Make it look nice. Going around. Take your time. Okay. All right, I'm going to do this all the way around. I'll meet you right back. Okay, I went around evenly. Now, on this one, I did last row single crochet. I did a single crochet, then I did a invisible 2 together, too tight for me. So you have to pick how tight you want your band. So I'm going to do 3 single crochets and then an invisible join. So I'm going to chain 1. So watch this. 1, 2, and 3, and then I'm going to do an invisible join. I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3. Now, do you know what invisible join is? It's you take your hook, you go in the front loop of the next stitch, then you take your hook and go in the front loop again of the very next one, just the front loops. Then you grab yarn and bring it through and do your single crochet. So I'm going to do single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, an invisible 2 together, single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, and 2 together, single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, 2 together. Now 10 to 1, this will not work out even because we don't have a certain amount of counts, so that's okay. And 3. And if you don't like the tightness, pull it out and change it tighter, or make it tighter or make it looser, whatever works for you. Oh, that's weird. That worked out for me. Anyway, I'm going to slip stitch. Chain 1 and pull. I like that much better. I got 2 fingers together. You ever have one of those days? Yep, that's much better. Look at that. And then put this one on. Like, see, it's tight getting my fingers in there. I honestly might just take it out and make it loose like the other one. Once my hand's in, I'm fine. And there is my other one. So there is our cat paw gloves. Gorgeous, aren't they? And you can make them in every color of the sun. You can make them in black and white. You can gray and white, gray and pink, pink and white, any purple and blue. You can make them any color you want. Anyway, look at that. Very pretty, and I can't wait to see yours. So until our next video, happy crocheting in here at Whip and Chain. It is always a work in progress. Until our next video, thank you for coming. Bye-bye.